Well, good evening to week 7 of Dee Maxwell's top lockdown. I'm a wee bit burnt. I was out in the sun the day. I've got my nail file out because I'm going to do my nails again with my new acrylics and all that, smashing it out the park this lockdown. Anyway, talking about parks, why don't we bring on the wonderful Ronnie Park? What are you doing?
Taking a selfie.
Selfie or what?
And like, tell me what you've got in your horn. I was just being crude, Dee.
For
Being
fuck's sake.
crude. I was sat for ages. I was going, hurry up, Dee, and get me on, because I've like holding my phone up. I felt silly, just sitting myself.
What, try to kid on you're taking a picture of your dick?
I would have had to put it way down closer, obviously, if that was the case. I would have had to super zoom. I'd have had a, what do you call that, fucking microscope thing here. Hi everybody, look at you. Let me see, Dee, I'm redder than you. I'm half ginger though.
Are you?
Yeah, you've not got that. I'm chestnut brown.
Chestnut brown, are you?
Yeah.
I have a no allowed to sunbathe, Dee. I wasn't
Michael
fucking
right in there.
Michael, hold son, you pipe down. Who made you fucking Boris Johnson? And another thing, or Nicola Sturgeon, whatever the fuck you say. See my back garden? I can fucking lie there with my balls out all day if I want. None of your beeswax. Michael Jackson Johnston.
Michael Jackson, do you know him? Or is that
No.
just... Good on you, Michael. You tell her. Hi everybody. Every hundred of people saying hello. Somebody, Nanette called me a stud muffin.
Oh my god!
Hang on. I've never understood what that is.
Do you know
I know
what
a stud is, and I know what a muffin is. So how does that end up together?
It's a stud giving you a muffin, no?
You stud muffin. If somebody could please write in and explain what.
Did you not see my live last night?
No, I don't watch you. Dee, I see you enough. Let's be real here. Let's be real.
What did you say you don't take an interest in my life?
I never said that. No, you know that's not true because me and you
There's people in my family that think I cannot fucking cope with it being validated and attention seeking, and do you know what?
They were right.
I validation and attention seeking to fucking validate me.
Yeah, so they were right. We both know that. It's an illness where I've got a terrible affliction.
Oh, terrible affliction.
Terrible.
So yesterday,
Aye.
I made a joke. I said, I think I'm going to go. I'm out twice, just in vain hope that the police did catch me.
Aye.
You know what I mean? I was wanting to be caught. I was hoping that when they caught me, I looked dodgy and as if I was packing some illegal substances up the anus.
Right.
And they would maybe give me a wee internal and they'd poke the wrong way and, would get a wee bit of fun at it. But unfortunately, I never got caught. I got up the road with no fucking fingering straight in the house, straight to a pizza and cried. I really have to admit, and I know you get embarrassed with this stuff, but I'm really struggling now. I'm actually mixing my words up now because all I can think of is cock and fingers.
Well, listen, I was with you there. I was listening to you, right? But then one of my worst nightmares just happened. But my back patio door, the door's open that much, right? And there's a black cat that comes up, and I am fucking terrified. I can't. I am terrified of him. And it looked there as if it was going to come in, and I just thought, go away. Do you want? It's trying to come in. I'm not lying. Right. I don't like them. It freaked me out, man. It's actually, it couldn't get in. It's up. I mean, it just done out of its heat, but it's my fault because I've fed it. See the state of me? Yes, I don't like them. I don't like cats. They're sleek. I just know what they're like for me, right? I talk to my pal. Know what they're like for me. I don't mind spiders. I picked a spider up last week because it was crawling. I seen it in the dark and put it under the couch. I don't mind spiders. Cats are just like, to some people who hate spiders, cats are giant spiders to me. And at any minute, they can just rip your face off. And they suck the air out of a baby's breath by sitting on their chest. And I got into my car one morning to go to work. I looked in the mirror, turned the engine on, and that thing, my window was open, that thing was sitting on a parcel shelf. Honestly, you should have heard me. I was sitting there one Saturday night as well. I was just sitting there, and it wandered in, and I ran away up the stairs, shouted, "Get out of my house." Ran away.
It wasn't a Jason X, mate. It was a fucking cat.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's freaked me out because it's come right up to the door.
You did exactly what annoys me about horror films. You did the exact same. The fucking assailant came in. Where did you go? You ran up the stairs.
I'm away. No, see that? No. See that? Halloween? No. See that? I carry on that horror films and hear voices. I'm off. I wonder what that sound is. What was that sound? I'm going to go. I'll go myself and investigate. Fuck off. I'm just pushing people in front of me, tripping people up and running away.
I'm not type of person. It's like everybody says, Dee, we'll see about when this lockdown gets lifted, what you going to do. I says, nothing different. They went, what do you mean? I says, because I'll be letting every cunt else out to try it first.
That's the thing, innit? I'll just see if you die. Just pushing people out the door, just like and then watching them.
See, 6 weeks down the line, then maybe I'll send my wings.
Right, I need to make this point up. Look, see your fans, Dee Maxwell.
I love you guys.
It's filth, and I get private messages asking for massages and whatnot. Tell me right now. I'm telling you right now. You've got hang on. You've got 6 months to stop
that. What is that? I get offered. Don't get me wrong. It's a cracking wig. I love it. It's fucking great, right? At night. The only time I get fucking offered that in my inbox is either a fucking fake or a guy that looks like a tin opener because he's only got one tooth.
Looks like a tin opener. No, your fans are crazy. I've told them you've got 6 months to stop that. I had a fox steal a steak off, wouldn't mind it just sat there. I had that with a bear when I lived in Vancouver in Squamish, in the Squamish where I used to live. The bears used to come in the garden. They were fucking.
That's mental. A true story.
True story, aye. The bears, black bears, and then once there was a grizzly, and we were throwing bricks at it. And my Uncle Tam.
Why were you throwing bricks at it?
What it was doing, it was licking at the barbecue. It had the grate, and it was licking the grate. Huge big bears you get in Squamish. I used to have to take my nephews to school, and they had a whistle. So they would scare the mountain lions and the bears away when they were walking to school. And North Vancouver, right?
Wait a minute, my mom just gave me a bat to scare the fucking
And Easter used to get chased with stray dogs.
Aye.
It's true. You got to the dump, man.
One of the dogs, my pal's father's dog was called Doug.
Aye, right. Well, I've told you the story about the guy in the park, haven't I? With the two Jack Kamir and Kamon. Kamir and Kamon, he called him. I thought it was
my mum was telling me somebody called their dogs Kamir and Sit Down.
So see if you're looking at Kamir and you're going like that, sit down. The other one comes running in. You know what I mean? That's just fucking with their brains. Sit down.
I mean, imagine when you're trying to get them to sit down. Come here. I say. Come here. Sit down. Sit down.
That was that guy. Come here and come on. I was like, what did he just call it? What? So what's the weirdest dog? You don't have normal names for dogs now. It used to be like Sheba, Rebel.
Oh, that was my black lab's name.
See, everybody had one. Then it's just Sheba or Rebel.
My front door.
She what? You could open your front door. Did you see that?
Well, she assisted in opening the front door, and this is a true story. My mum had walked herself out, and the dog was in the house. And it was one, remember you used to get the big wooden doors and it had the mortise and the Yale logo on them?
Aye.
Right? So it was only my mum's wee Yale one, you know, the clicky one.
Aye.
It was only that one, it was locked, the big mortise wasn't locked, but she'd forgot to take her key. And the dog actually, this is a fucking true story, I shit you not, right? The dog actually brought the key all the way through the back door. She got the key out the back door locked, right? Mm-hmm. My mother took drugs, so she didn't imagine it, right? And they took the key out the back door, came to the front door, but the dog couldn't work out how to get the key through the letterbox. So my mum just told it to drop it, and my mum put a bit of newspaper under the big, remember the wooden doors always had the bottom. So my mum put a bit of newspaper, the dog dropped the back door key on it. My mum taken it out, and my mum went and opened the back door back door.
Did that dog have a job?
That dog was the fucking cleverest. Do you know what? I said this the other week, right there. It's a funny thing I can say now, right? It's the funny thing.
Sorry, dear. That's what I did. I just started reading that, and I was like, "What?" Melanie, my twat cat delicately placed a dead mouse on my face. You see what I mean? Oh no, my soul would have left my body. Imagine waking up and there was a cat just sat there. No. Jesus, hi Margaret. Oh no. See, it doesn't even
No,
it
see,
makes me
what happened
uncomfortable.
to me, my
I keep
pal,
looking at the door.
my pal, my pal said to me when she was wee, oh, my cat's dead nice, it's nice for everybody. The cat sat at me for 2 minutes and the bastard then attacked my face and scratched it all. I was about 8-year-old. And then she says, don't kick it. And I'm like, I'll just let it maul my face, you maniac.
See,
and you know what I mean? So see, since then, I'm terrified. And I was like, oh, my cute wee cat and that. And I'm like, get it fucking out my pictures. It's scaring the fucking life at me.
See, the thing is, right? See, with a dog, you can shout at a dog, get fucking sit down, you can slap at them, right? And then 2 seconds later, you go, oh, come here, and it's just instantly, it's just forgot about the shit. They don't harbour any resentment, right? They just wag their tail and it'll come up to you. You slap a cat in the face and tell it to get away, it'll just look at you and say, think to itself, why don't you just go to your bed and go to sleep? That's what I think they think, right? Just go to sleep. I'm just going to sit behind the couch. You won't even know I'm here. And see the way they do that wee thing with their tail? It's horrible. They've got a wee, you know that way they do that wee thing? And have you ever heard them fighting?
Have you ever heard them actually trying to fucking fool the birds and kid on are actually talking like birds? They make a noise that birds think it's other birds talking to entice them in and then pouncing the bastards.
Right, I've never heard that, but I've heard a cat barking.
Fuck off.
If you go into YouTube after this, go into YouTube and you'll see the cat when it's at the window, right? And there's a wee dog outside and it's barking up and the cat's taking the piss out the dog, kidding on it's barking back. And the woman catches it and the cat turns around and realises it's been caught and then starts meowing again as if it's all innocent. Watch it on YouTube. Cat mimics dog.
My dog, one of my dogs has got a normal name. She's Poppy, and then the wee fat bull that I should never have got to keep it. My wee fat cheeky bull is called Nova. You know what I mean?
Why is it called Nova? Is that what you lost your virginity in a Nova?
No, because it's the same price as my fucking first car.
That's a good
idea.
That's quite good.
I know he's like to me, breed the dog. He said, breed your dog. I went, don't be so stupid, cock, man. I couldn't fucking how much is your dog? I would have to go, yeah, I'll just write it down for you.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous the money that costs. Well, I was going to get a wee miniature bulldog, British bulldog thing. Because I had a Sharpei before and that was ridiculous what that cost. And you always want to get a pedigree dog, you don't want a runt. And they're like $3,000. $3,000 for a dog.
There's loads of dogs. $3,000, that's fucking cheap, man.
I know, but here's the thing, right? But then
that Nova is worth $5,500. That dog out there is fucking dearer than my car.
So imagine it just went out and it picked some piece of shit thing off the curb and then died.
See if you say it like that again, you'll fucking die because
you'd be raging.
You'll be picking your head off the curb. That is my Tina's cat. Tina's got a cat called Ninja, right? He's a wee dick. He sits like the fucking Hulk, right? I'm sitting there drinking a cup of tea, minding my own fucking business. Sorry, a cup of coffee because I don't drink tea. And the wee fucker will come up and it will come running about me like that.
No way, man. No. Nope.
Oh, we'll now rub up your cheek and I'm like, fuck you ginger wee fucking arsehole.
Dee, there's a guy on here called Stuart Brennan, right? And he's just come in and he said, good evening.
Good evening, Stuart.
But if you came, there we go. Good evening. Stuart,
good evening.
I read that in a news reporter's voice. Good evening. And then everybody else is talking about cats on acid and fucking.
This is week 7, isn't it?
I don't. What?
I think every day. I see a lot of folk about here though. A lot of folk are just going, "Fuck you! I'm having a barbecue with my mom. Fuck you!" She's halfway up my garden, and that's what's happening.
I got shouted at the day of pause. I didn't get shouted at.
We're fucking coming anyway.
I didn't get shouted at. There was 2 of them, and they came to find me because I was doing my daily exercise in Balmaha. And then my motor was parked because I had to go for a hike.
Where Balmaha is from you and what it is.
It's a beautiful, gorgeous place with deserted beaches and all that, and it's just down the road. It's just along the road a wee bit.
How many miles, Ronnie?
I don't know. Stop putting me under pressure. Because I hurt my knee yesterday, so I can't go hiking about. So there you go.
So what did they say to you, Ronald?
Oh, one of them launched into the Scott Paul Kelly. Evening. So one of them launched into the. Do you know that the coronavirus doesn't take into account the weather situation? It doesn't take into account. Doesn't care if it's hot weather or cold weather. He started talking about the coronavirus like it was a fucking felon. And I was like, I ended up talking to the other one for a minute, as is my wont. But he was the stern one with the glasses on.
See, that's my problem. See, in work, a lot of folk are like, D man, fucking, you don't take a minute off, you work hard as fuck. And a lot of folk think it's swatty, right? But see, even back in the day with the police, see, when I was younger, and this isn't funny or clever, children, all right? But see, back in the day when I was younger, I still remember this time that I get lifted. I was a wee bit inebriated, right? I couldn't quite see. I was only about 14, I think, right? Ice dragon days. You know what I mean? And get taken up the road, right? And my mum was pure fucking raging. She's constantly raging anyway. My mum was raging even when we woke up. It was fuck all today. We was misbehaving. That was just a bonus, right? But anyway, so I get lifted and get taken up the road, and my mum says, "What's she doing here? I fucking don't want her here." Right? Can you do something?
Is that your mad voice?
Aye, my mum had a wee word with the Polish guy, right? Who we called Hen Brun because he was massive, right? But I had a wee word with the Polish guy, and then he comes out and goes, "Come with us, Denise." And I went, "What's fucking going on in that?" And my mum's like, "Stop swearing!" Right? So I get taken down to the cells, right? And see, when I think about this, see if one of my children did this, I think I would be in jail, right? So they took me in all the cells in Kilburn. This is before I actually started visiting them on a regular basis. I didn't realise that I was just getting an introduction to them, right? But anyway, my mum got them to take me all the way around these cells, right? And my mum's walking around going, shaking her cell now.
What, showing you the cells?
Right, so my mum, me and my sister get lifted. Michelle, who's probably watching but won't comment in case I rip her, right? But
she's learned a lesson.
Michelle's probably watching. My sister well, technically, listen, this is a true story. This isn't even me bamming up. My sister kicked off full of the fucking vodka, battered about 3 guys.
I don't believe that.
No, true story. Then when she get fucking lifted at the fucking, we both get lifted. She was 15, I think, and I was 13. She get lifted. So I caused a rumpus because it was back in the days when the police gave you a swift kick when nobody was looking, right? So anyway, as I say, they wear cameras now to get buttons that we should have gave their father. But very much it was get in the cells, and my mum phoned up and they said to my mum, "We've got your daughters here." This is another instant. I'm going to get back to the other one in a minute, right? "We've got your 2 daughters here." And my mum says, "How long can you hold them for, by my knowledge?" And she said, "Detention cell, they're under 16, but technically up to 4 hours, depending on travel." And they said, "Where do you stay?" And she went, "Edinburgh." Stayed 2 hours for the Polish cells. She was literally a fucking sandshore away from it. She's like, "Edinburgh, please explain to Alinda what run up my ribs means." It means just basically fuck off. Run up my ribs, you idiot. Run up my ribs.
Wait a minute. Mama used to say, "Take a run up my humph."
Aye, that too.
But wait a minute, there's another question we've got for Nanette and me. I already asked you earlier. What is that in your hand? A nail file?
That's an acrylic nail file because I've been doing my acrylic. Because I'm trained in acrylics too, so I'm now filing them down to try ombre.
You could file down a fucking metal pole with that. What size is it?
File down your side breezers if you don't wrap it, son.
Oh, you need more than that, mate. You need a bigger one than that.
But it's just to file the acrylic down to a nice open position so that you can then infill them and put the new colour on.
Somebody says, "Please won't even talk to the kids now. I'm not allowed." Right, well, see, when I was young, Mammy...
I'd been all right in my fucking day, man.
Dee, when we were younger, my mate Cass, God rest him now, we were hanging about in a gang, and he get kicked in the balls that hard with a police that he lost one of his testicles. Took them to court. No, that never got a penny.
No, my sister, that's what I was telling you. That time I was like, she noised them that up because they used to send 2 vans for her. They sent 3 for Manty. You know what I mean? It went down vans, we went down the fucking genders, right? Used to send, I remember Manty getting lifted and my mum going, "What van she's in?" And my uncle going, "The one that's fucking rocking." No,
was it just arguing?
Aye, she always resisted arrest. She thought it was cool, but that time they took me down there. Right, they put me all the way around the cells in Kilburnie, right, and I still remember it and going round it all going, you're get fucked, you know what I mean? And I got up the road and the police came in the living room. The police hated me, so he loved that he had my mum on side because I was a cheeky bastard to him and then my mum would kick my cunt in and he loved that, right? So anyway, he went like that to me. So, and he's giving me all the big lecture and apparently I was sitting and I was reading a paper, right? And I had my feet up on the table. My mum says, will you listen to this policeman? Right, and my mum says I went like that with the paper. I was like, excuse me, officer. And he said, yes. I says, do you want to go and tell somebody that gives a fuck?
How old were you, 15?
14. My mum said it used to say all the time. My mum would always go at, when's she going to be home? And my stepfather would go at, well, a taxi's flashing in the window, but what he meant was the blue light.
Oh.
I used to get lifted in town so I could get a free lift in because I wasn't paying for a taxi.
Snitch.
I was in a high court capacity. I was at least 25.
What's that? I took my daughter for stealing from the shop. Wouldn't talk to her. What did she say? She took her daughter to the police. They wouldn't talk to her.
There was that she went a stealing spree with her daughter. I'm like, you know, that.
I took my daughter out shoplifting.
See if you get any acid put me. Might get me something.
Somebody says try living in an island with the police, says Tracy. Yeah, but are you not going to be wallpapering soon?
Yes.
Wait a minute, Melanie, why have you not got a picture in there?
Do you know what it is? My pal Tina that you slag for having no picture and all, their profiles are private, and see because they're coming onto a public domain, it takes their profile picture away so that nobody knows what they look like.
Why are they private?
None of your fucking business.
I thought you were going to crumble there. I was going to see you on the back of a police motor now, telling me shit.
Like I was saying, the reason I was saying that story, folk think that I try and stay out of trouble, but the problem is I've never, ever been good at authority. Do you know what I mean? It's the same, obviously, when I come on to comedy and all these folk were trying to be my boss, and I was like, I'm sure I signed up as a fucking sole trader. Fuck's going on here? So I don't feel well when people try to tell me what to do, even if it's for my better good. You know what I mean? I'm just like, don't try and tell me what to do. I'll high jump kick you to the fucking eyebrow.
I'm really good at that. I'm really good at doing what I'm telling.
What, high jump kicks the eyebrows? No,
I don't know. I'm full of shit. It's still something I struggle with.
What did you think when that post was giving his meaningful talk today? Be honest.
You know what? I did my thing. I just started talking to the other one just to let him know that, you know, I wouldn't be cheeky or like that. No, because they can fine you. There's a Corona Act and all that. They've whipped that right through quickly, so they can give you a fine. But you know what? It was great. See, going out there now and getting pictures of places where it's usually busy, but there's nobody there. It's great. Although don't be trying that at home, kids. Everybody stay in, because then if you listen to me and then you go out, that means that you'll start going out and then it may not be busy. So stay in your house. Stay home. Let me go out.
I would always love, there was a local guy that's no here, God rest him, do you know what I mean? We lost him.
She says I'm sliding down.
Aye, but lost him to suicide, right? But it was funny, it's hilarious, right? And it's just when we're talking policy and I'm talking about lockdown, right? You could have done what he did, see if you were up the house. Because what happened one night, the police were chasing everybody and he was running through things, shouting, I'm a hula hoop, I'll be around forever. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. I'm thinking, I used to love chases like that where you could be both. The police don't chase you anymore, they'll just get a sat nav out, you know what I mean? There's no running through a gear, that's why the Waynes are fat. Some of the Waynes are fat because they're not getting chased through gardens. See, I didn't get in from my lunch either when I was wee because I was feet I get kept in. So I didn't have my lunch and I was chased through gardens usually once a day at least.
I know, Mika says I shouldn't be doing it. Nick says she's a dick. Listen to this though. What do you think about where is it they're doing it? The Isle of Wight, they started out having the app on your phone so they can see where you are all the time.
Aye, but everybody's got access to your phone.
Aye, but they can fuck off with that. That's the start there, when they just want to know where you're up to, where you are and all that. No.
Aye, my sister was on the phone doing the pure para Android, you know what I mean? Fucking conspiracy. That. Do you know what? I'm starting to go at Michelle, where did you get that link again? What was that one that I wouldn't watch 3 weeks? Watch it. No, I bet, as I said, I mean, you're the same as Jerry. Jerry, did you meet Jerry? Was Jerry on? No, he wasn't on that show, right? Jerry doesn't believe in the Jesus stuff and that either, right? And You know what I mean? And I was like, energy sources, I don't care what's happening in the world. There's a bad energy source and there's a good energy source, and I'm always in the good, so you can't touch this motherfucker.
No, I don't. You know, I'm an atheist and all that, but I would never slight anybody for having their belief.
Neither do I.
It tells you in the Bible and all that anyway. It tells you that Jesus is within and all that stuff. So it's about yourself and what you believe in.
Aye, well, Buddhism that I practice, because I obviously had my Jesus moment there and ran to the church because that's what was familiar to me. But I left the church for the same reason. I left the church for the same reasons that I started. Went to Buddhism. So I went straight back to Buddhism, and Buddhism believes that the God or the good or whatever you want to call that source comes from within, and you've got to in tune with that. But my guy fined 30 quid as he came out with 2 bottles of wine only, said it was not essential items. It fucking was. Did they ask him if he was on the register? Because it might have been essential items because he killed himself if he hadn't been for proper detox.
That's the thing, exactly. If you don't, because me myself have had that in the past. You can't just just say to them, listen, I'm a raging alcoholic. If I don't have alcohol tonight, I will have a fit. I'll go into a brain coma, and it'll be your fault, Officer Dibble.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There must be more to that story, Patricia. There's more to that story, isn't there?
No, there isn't, because somebody was actually asked in one of my local shops, and I think it was a bottle of wine and something else. I can't mind what it was, and she was like, "Listen, we're not going to say it to you this time, but that's no essential. That's no essential shopping." Do you know what I mean? But then that's like me. It was like that guy on the guy on the telly. I can't remember, Steve, that was fat shaming, saying fat folk are just lazy and they're got to die. That's what you should tell folk that fat. And I had the same opinion about that as what I've had about the fucking thing I just spoke about. Shut up and stop talking shite, because everybody's individual and everybody deals with everything different.
Well, Nicky, where's he getting the fucking wine? Do you want to buy my half of the wine?
I would tell me something else as well. Fucking where is then self-raising flour, man? I'm waking up to new pancakes.
I've heard this. I have been somebody who does not bake, but I've heard that there's a shortage of flour in the shops.
All the time, man. Everybody's getting in fucking balancing fucking eggs and sugar in their head and making fairy cakes out their nut, and I can't even get one batch of scones.
No, get that. Do you know how I used to do it with my nieces? You get the stuff that's already made, you just fire 2 eggs into it and off you pop. Listen, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
No, you don't. That's like having a steak with a powdered peppercorn sauce.
It was for the Waynes. He loved it.
If I go and buy a steak in a restaurant, it better come with real peppercorn sauce, or I'm writing it.
You make your pancakes not with your own. Get the flour in there, go right for the.
Right, I did that before lockdown. I just didn't make them lockdown. I make them make my own cheese sauce for cauliflower cheese sauce. I don't buy any shop.
No, Dee. It's fucking 28 minutes we've been talking.
Shite, absolute shite. We went for cats to fucking dogs to fucking bacon to fucking walking up Balmaha for a bottle of wine, not them.
Jesus. Right, anyway. Aye.
Right, so where's our head at? Run, now that you've got coat for extensive walks.
Right, now that I've got what? Sorry? What did you say?
I says, now you maybe hit the para because of your extensive walks.
Not at all. No, I need to get out. I need to get out because I've got a mad energy.
What you're saying is Dee wants this lockdown's by. I'll need to be your support act for every fucking gig because the amount of fines I've got to pay.
Here's the thing, by the way. Here's the thing, Dee. That's not going to come anytime soon. I'm not going to be DJing or doing stand-up gigs for a while yet.
I've had a lot of doom and gloom, right? I'm going to put this out to... wait a minute. I'm going to put this out to the full entertainment industry, right? And I'm going to put it out to every industry in the world, right? Life is what you fucking make it, right? I've met the happiest people with fuck all, with nothing but happiness and love in their house, right? I don't want that. I want a fucking hot tub. Some cunt buy me some carpets. And by the way, in case you haven't noticed, I'm drinking diluting juice. That joke about the fucking Iron Brew's no a joke anymore. Press that fucking button and give me £1, right? Fuck him. I need my brew. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they're not taking me seriously, guys. Like I'm some sort of comedian or something. Like I'm joking about it or something. But I'm actually drinking diluting juice. I've not drank diluting juice since I was 10. Do you realise what's happening here? Now, I know folk are going to say you folk are in worse position than these. Some folk are drinking water. That's not my position, and that's not what I'm concerned with. So please press the link and donate a wee bit cash. Anyway, what are you saying?
All right, Mika, cool. Melanie says supermarkets are starting to get back to normal in London. We have Luro, flour and eggs. Oh, we're fucking happy for you in London. I was going to say something. I was not going to be rude.
What was you going to say? Because just to remember, I've got a lot of pals down in London.
And what? I just sold my hot tub. Look, she never even took it out of the box. Why would a hot tub be in the box?
Can you play chess?
We bet I've not played it for ages.
Right, we better make sure you're playing your fucking pawns right, mate. Know what I mean?
You're playing your pawns right. Knight to bishop 4 and all that. Carry on.
I don't need to play my pawns. I'm straight up at the top table.
The thing about chess is you can win it in moves and all that. It's a game of strategy and attacking.
Did somebody just say they've got a hot tub in a fucking box?
She said I had a hot tub. She just said, well, is it? I just sold my hot tub. Never even took it out of the box.
Cheers, Margaret. Thanks for thinking. My other fans are telling me what.
Thanks for tuning her up. Margaret, why did you get a hot tub and then never use it?
Because you know what happens is, right, my pal sells hot tubs for a living, right? And it's a true fucking story. I never used to buy into it, but I actually tried a few of the top grade hot tubs that I hope that I'm getting free off someday. No, right. But anyway, but she showed me the difference. To see a hot tub, see like even in this weather, you can't get out, right? And you're doing your exercise walking with oils that are only doing Maria, do you know what I mean? Right. You get it, see one of the Lazy Spa? I keep going to call them Lazy Boy, right? But I know they different brand of ones that come in the dingy ones, right? They're just a leisure, which are good for anybody that's just taking them out for a weekend and just. But for a permanent fixture in your garden, for the big hot tubs that my pal sells that I can't afford, they actually can aid the circulation. They help with your skin. They help, lots of benefits. The other ones are great. You're fucking in your garden with a fucking hot tub, but there's loads of cleaning. See the kind of ones that are inflatable. You've got to do its manual chemicals, whereas the big ones are all self-cleaning. Do you know what I mean?
She said that. She said you need to blow it up. Aye, everybody was buying them. Here's the thing. What about how many times have you had the Amazon guy or delivery guys at your door? How many things have you ordered online?
Listen, I've actually ordered that much online. I actually fucking started getting excited when they came because I didn't know what the fuck.
Aye, he's coming and champing a wee door. And then they put it down and run away from you.
Yeah, remember that mad notion I took with the gardening? Right, you just tell her what you did last week and talk to her. I'll just tell you what came the day after I decided that gardening wasn't for me and it killed my fucking soul and I will never do it again. 2 ticks, I'll disappear, he'll take over, I'll be back in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you heard there was Dee Maxwell telling lies. She lied to her face. She actually said she has a soul. I don't believe that for a minute. I don't believe Dee Maxwell's got a soul. I can hear her fuffing about in her house. So what do you think? Start putting in. What's she going to come back with? Hurry up and put stuff in before she comes back. She's going to come back with something in her horn. What's she coming back with? And be nice. Can you hear her? Jesus. Sounds like she's dragging a dead body about. So what's she going to come back with? 5, 4. I can just hear her bouncing of it. 2. Oh, somebody's not buying anything online. Melanie, ordered now. Right, you said, hang on, Dee, don't. No. People, right, keep going. I've got a couple. Right, okay.
Right, what are you saying?
They're saying gardening gloves, a packet of seeds. She has a shovel, plants, a gnome, spelt wrong. Be nice to use a gem. Heard that. Mika heard that. The dog. She wrote a man. Somebody wrote a man. A wee plastic trowel set, gnomes. Had a few visits for the Hermes guy. Keep love, honey, and a job. That's what I say.
Right, here's part of it.
I am brew. Right, knee pad. Somebody said a knee pad. Right, okay. Right. Is that the part yet? And then that screws into something. Right, okay. Is that a seed thing that throws seeds about your garden?
No.
I am brew. A knee pads. That's a cracker. Shears.
No.
We're still guessing in garden shears. No.
Here's another clue.
Right, that's the handle. A toy. Mika, you would. Pint of heavy.
For the garden, you picked for the garden.
A pint of heavy. Just be ludicrous now. A whirly gig. A plunger.
Right, he's quite right. Do you remember Do you remember that programme where the wee hand come through in the conveyor belt?
You remember all the things? Generation game.
That's the new sound. It's like there, a microwave.
Yes. Look at this. Look,
What was that wee thing at the end? What was that?
Generation game. Oh. What was it that lassie says again? What was it she said? A wee twister thingy. That's what I thought it was, Diane. What is it? A hole? I mean, and then you're holding something in your hand. Let me see. Cotton bud. What? What's DKD saying? Right. What's going on there? That's like a for putting seeds in and all that.
It's a 2-in-1 fucking trowel at that one.
Did you order that? How much did you pay for that? She said that. How much did you pay for it? Did you order that online?
Look at this,
You're right. That would do my hair. That'd do my hair, a winner. Cuddly toy, trampoline, that for weeds. What's a scurifier? I said an axe. Right, oh, look at that. Check you out. How much do you pay for that?
No, wait a minute. What does it say? I am Amtech 7-piece garden toolkit. Useful assortment of garden jobs. Impact resistant plastic handles. Hanging hose and in the handles.
Won't last a fucking minute if they're plastic.
Won't even get fucking used.
And that's it. That's a car boot. That's got the car boot in it.
Aye, it's got the car boot. I'm going to. I could maybe use its torture implements once I get a guy back in the bedroom. Do you know what I mean? Look.
No, you can't sit on that. Look, they're no worth the monkeys. They're plastic.
What can you say?
Listen, your girl will laugh at you if you go there with them. Your girl will be like,
hey, my neighbour was already laughing at me because I bought a spade and was edging all my garden. But when I got to the bottom of my garden, it wasn't edged. It was a fucking Mexican wave, right? But that wasn't bad enough. My back was breaking. But my neighbour, Rab, I would just like to say him by name, let me proceed round the full garden. My neighbour, Rab, who, by the way, knows how to do gardens very well, let me go in the full garden with what wasn't a spade. It was a fucking shovel.
That's too big. You need a spade.
No, it's too wee.
No, I mean, but see, you want to dig, you need the shovel. I mean, the shovels are thinner. I'm half Irish. That looks like a potato.
By the way, I'm just letting you know, 4 folks said last week they'd bought my Buckfast, right? I'd just like to say that only one person bought my Buckfast. Remember, I get to see who gives me money, so don't tell me you're giving me money if you're not, because you made me feel sad. I could only get 1 bowl of Buckfast, and I thought I was getting 4. Anyway, that's good. Thanks very much, Tracy. Shut up. What are you making faces for?
I was just thinking about Buckfast. I was just thinking about it, man.
I love it.
Oh.
It's great in a cold night. Seeing a cold night, it warms you for the toes right up.
Aye. I know that. Used to
and half a bottle of Buckfast, you could have drank 16 gins and no been in that, Nick.
Aye. I just remember it being absolutely disgusting. I used to drink when I was younger. When I drank, I could drink a full bottle of Buckfast in under 15 seconds in a wanny. It was one of my things.
No.
Aye.
No.
Well, you just don't.
They just drink Buckfast because they're doing the tune and they think they're an Ed and they've got a burger. So
no, we were under the bridge.
Did you ever buy into the number on the bottle?
Oh, aye, if it was a low, if I remember, if it was a low number, it was nice.
A low number was bought at the bottom of the barrel, so you'll get me that. Maybe a hit off it.
Aye, a low number, the monks kept it in his trousers and all that, and then heated it up for
you. The monks fucking done a spiritual cleansing to it. You drink off the bottle, you'll see Jesus and you'll boot your tits for days.
No, utterly nonsense, innit? Nonsense. By the way, I saw, getting back on that, these are all full mouth. Just the same what they were saying when you were away out there. Did you hear me tell them? Plus the fact that
that's what I'm saying. I actually was really, my soul was destroyed because and by the way, just by I say so, don't you ever tell my friends again I've no soul. Fucker.
See that? I got it right first time. Did you get it? See, the thing is, it's because it's opposite. But El Dorado, aye, that's what they used to drink. I know. My dad used to drink
LD, man.
Yes.
Probably buy and brew in the Buckfast and you're sorted. Who's ever had a Safeway Savers Baileys? And I'll tell you at the end what a Safeway Savers Baileys is. We've only got a couple of minutes anyway. Safeway Savers Baileys. Do you know what Safeway Savers Baileys is?
Oh, you know what? I've not had a drink since
week 7,
2008.
What do you think they're got to say to us on Sunday? Do you know what I think they're got to do? You know what that aunties that you wait a minute, know that aunties that you went to when you were wee, right, and you knew you didn't want to go there because you used to, my uncle, we used to go at him, Uncle Jim, can I get the van, please, can I? And he used to go at, no.
Aye, my dad was good
Right,
at that.
one of the ones. So I reckon I'm just waiting on Sunday. Everybody's getting excited. They're reading all these folk are just sitting at night writing these action plans and making it out as the government. Aye, you're going to get to go to Spa first before you see your ma. You know, things like that. You know what I mean? Do all that stuff. And they're sitting making them up and folk are sharing them. Do you think that'll be the restrictions? I mean, me being one of them, do you think that I think she's just got to go at on Sunday and we've got to go, Nicola, Boris, are we getting out and shit? They've both got to go at, no.
That's exactly, no, you can't get it Sunday. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I mean, what are people saying Sunday? I'm like, the fucking exact same she's been saying for fucking 7 weeks.
Is it Sunday? I didn't even realise.
Sunday, they're obviously wanting to fuck us up on a Thursday anymore before the weekend. No, I mean, it's too close to getting wrecked.
Right, so they'll just know what that's for because everybody's hungover on a Sunday and they'll just whisper to you, listen, just stay in the house for another 3 weeks. Everybody's like,
right, don't spend £10. That's making me, unless you can afford that, right? Because that freaks me out, man. Because right now I can't afford £2. Do you know what's actually annoying me? I was going to say about the entertainment life is what you make it, and you know I'm no money orientated. I've never been money driven. As long as what I'm doing, I'm passionate about, and I love it. The money's a bonus, and obviously I want to make it big. That's not about the money either. I just like being the centre of the attention. I'm not going to lie. Do you want to be up there and everybody where you go and everybody knows your name? Like cheers. Yes, I do. Right? Cool. But it's not the money side of things. But that's what I was trying to say today to a lot of my friends. Because I'll be honest, guys, you're watching all these comedy shows and all these things online and podcasts. And I mean, I've got pals that are in the local soap, the River City and stuff like that, and things like that, and they're destroyed. They don't know what to do with their time. And bearing in mind, if you're a soap actor or a theatre or whatever, you're only seeing this one film, but this takes days to put together. Do you know what I mean? And they're on that set at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they just don't have.
Hold on, can you hear that?
What?
I'm just listening for the violins.
Fuck up, you wee dick, right? But honestly, there is. I think I'm no struggling because I've been rich with fucking minus 2,000 in my bank and been poor with 2,000 in my bank. I know the difference, so. But I do feel there's a lot of people out there really struggling. So while you're watching all this online, although they're asking for donations, and I don't mean don't keep donating to this show. This isn't a ploy for you to do that. There's loads of shows on that joke.
Right, what's the point?
The ploy is to help my mates out, because whether you're joking or no, you're wee bampot. There's a few of my mates that are really fucking been hurt hard with this, you wee dick.
Whoa.
So you think it's funny? Well, it's not funny. You want to be ground it.
You wrap it. Okay. You call me a wee dick. You call me a wee dick. So, hold on. I know, but I can't hear it for the violins playing because we're on the same fucking boat.
I know, but what I'm saying is I'm not affected by the fucking pound. So that's where I find it. I can make a dinner out of fucking 1 tray of mince and make 5 dinners out of that. My granny and that taught me well. I know how to survive with
What was that called? What was the name of that show? Remember they used to take on like £8 worth of shopping and that big Ainsley Harriet would make a dish out of it. What was that called?
Oh, Ready Steady Cook.
Was it that what it was? It was a group. Aye.
They just get a bag of ingredients and they could get fucked
over. Just turn up with an onion. Yeah, I've got an onion, I've got a totty, and here's some asparagus. He'd be like, geez it. There a square sausage and all Ainsley fire something together. And then 10 minutes later, it'd be ole. That was my sound.
I'm saying all these, obviously, this kind of level, it's different for the stars that are online that have all got plenty of savings, but for all us online that are doing this and this, our bread and butter was the stage. And like other people find jobs. I'm just saying, I'm not saying donate solely to us. I'm just saying give £1 or £2 and it keeps us going and it keeps everybody's spirits high, because a lot of folks' spirits are broken and they can't get a huge shows together if they're not broken. And you can shut up about your violins before I crack you in the head with a fucking hammer.
That's what I need to get out. Do you know the I need to get out because I'm DJing and I'm not going to be doing that. My job or stand up, I'm not be doing that for months. So need to get out and think, right, what am I going to do? What's my next move? Podcasting and stuff.
I reckon you'd be quite good at being in, let me think. Aye, gubbies. Grubby.
I've got the stuff together. I'm going to start my own podcast shortly.
Right, you're going to start. Well, you can plug that just before you go, even though
No, I need to sort it all out and get it all going. Let's see that when you imagine that trying to rake the. You know what I mean? Your rosebuds would just be like that, whatever, mate. You look like Bane, maybe Batman.
Oh, Batman.
Oh, bro, I'd pump Bane.
Oh, Dee Maxwell.
Guy, I like a big scary guy.
Why don't you come over here, Dee, and sit on top of it?
Stop it. Right, anyway. Ronnie, be a model. Quasi model.
I knew you were going to say that. Just fucking lap that up.
Right. But anyway.
Yes.
What is a Safeway Savers Baileys?
All right, sorry. Like, has anybody came in?
No, but anyway, Safeway Savers Baileys is when you're full of drugs when you're younger, which you shouldn't be. They're bad for you. Trust me, they are. I'm not just doing that, right? But when you're full of eckies and your pal says, "I've just made a Safeway Savers Baileys." How have you made that, pal? Buckfast and milk, mate. Anyway,
I can't believe that we waited 10 minutes for that. You wrap it.
See what you can do. You can do what the mission is. And
listen, I'll catch you all later. Sunday.
Right, love you.
Sunday.
Bye. Well, guys, me and my bane fork that will never be in the garden. I might use it as a head massager. I might use it as an eye poker scratcher, but I will never use it in the fucking garden. We have been Dee Maxwell and Ronnie Park doing Dee Maxwell Talks Lockdown. We'll see you again next week. Bye.